Hey everybody, Chris Scott here. We're just outside of our offices, and I want to give you a quick update on the Ottawa real estate market. Our statistics for September are very interesting for two reasons. One is we had more sales in September this year than we did in last year, which would surprise a lot of people. The sales numbers were actually quite good. But the interesting part is we had 20% more listings come to market. So our inventory has been rising. And so when we come into October and we're finalizing this year, we're seeing more inventory in the market. We've had more inventory now than we've had in many years past. We're at 4 months worth of inventory in our market right now. So it's still balanced conditions, but we're going to be pushing probably 5 or 6 months of inventory by the time we get to the dead of winter if the new listing activity continues. So it's really interesting to see that and to see how sellers are really adjusting their prices quite a bit over the past few weeks. I'm noticing so many price reductions, and sellers are in many cases not getting what they had hoped for. So there's been some challenging conversations, of course, with sellers across the city from agents with knowing where the market has been and where it is now, and really making sure that sellers understand what the expectation is for price right now as opposed to where it has been in the past. Much like a stock that is really hard to sell at that all-time high because you just don't know, and maybe you cash out as it's come down from its all-time high. Never feels good because you think about what maybe you've left on the table, but that's the reality of the situation right now. Is if you want to sell, you got to price it, accordingly, according to where the market is now, not where it was. And some sellers are still pricing high and chasing the market. And once they get down to the right price, well, what's happened is buyers have kind of moved on from your listing, and so then you have to adjust even further down. So pricing is becoming extremely important. I didn't think I was going to spend this much time talking about it, but it's just really important to know that price, condition, marketing, staging, all these things are so important now in today's market, which is, why our team is so important to clients right now, because it is more important now than ever to have the right representation in your real estate transaction. And, we're with Royal LePage, which 1 in 2 transactions in Ottawa are going to be with a Royal LePage agent, which is an interesting stat I saw today. Anyways, if you have any questions what's happening in your neighborhood or where your price is today in this changing market, reach out to us. We're always happy to help. Thanks, everybody.